Fake tough guys fail miserably when things get real. Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. This is the second part of our series Fake Tough Guys Fail Miserably When Things Get Real. We are on a hunt to explore the funny and embarrassing moments where these cocky people get schooled. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fun content like this. Now, let's get started. First up, we have Bradley Martyn. You might remember him from the last video, where he was unable to knock out someone half his size. Well, we see that he has a pattern of getting into fights with such opponents. And the embarrassing thing is he does not win. Here he is seen fighting this guy in red. Martyn is clearly more ripped than him, and because of that, he appears confident. As the fight starts, they both attack each other, throwing in multiple punches, but there is no serious damage. They both are able to dodge each other and the fight ends without anyone being knocked out. Now, it is no surprise that Martyn wasn't knocked out. But it definitely is a surprise that he wasn't able to knock out his opponent, an opponent he was confident that he could beat. Now, it's okay, we can let it be, it was not Martyn's day. But what did he do after this? If you think he accepted this without any reactions, you are mistaken, guys. In an interview with the same person, he claimed that he was going easy and that he did not use all the power he could. But everyone was clearly not convinced of this claim. What do you think, was he really going easy in that fight? Let us know in the comments down below. Next, we have another loudmouth Sneako. In this video, for example, Sneako starts by discussing an Aoki lock, a modified heel-hooking jiu-jitsu, while expressing his opinion that jiu-jitsu is for autistic people. He goes on to comment on jiu-jitsu fighter Mikey Musumeci, whom he says looks like Mark Zuckerberg and shouldn't be winning. Sneako then challenges Mikey to an MMA fight, claiming that Mikey's appearance and demeanor make him an easy target. But Mikey is not the nerd he was thinking he is. He is actually a 4-time world champion jiu-jitsu fighter, and Sneako's dismissive attitude was about to cost him. In another video, Sneako emphasizes Mikey's anger and desire to prove himself in the MMA fight, calling it a showdown between a bully and someone who won't tolerate bullying. It's ironic that someone who started the attacks is now calling the other one a bully. But Mikey was not about to let it slide. In his response, he denounces bullies and highlights Sneako's derogatory comments, challenging him to the MMA fight to put an end to the bullying. Now, seeing his boxing abilities, we can easily predict that Mikey is someone who could make Sneako tap and scream in a potential MMA match. So, Sneako had no option but to get out of it now. But he does have a reputation of making fun of people he thinks are nerds, and later ends up regretting it. A classic example of a fake tough guy. Next is someone you all might know, KSI the YouTuber. Well, there's this other guy acting tough, trying to ride KSI's fame train for attention. He's like, let's fight. But come on, KSI isn't going to bother with some random brawl in a parking lot when he's making millions in the ring. This faker also tried Logan Paul, got inside, and got wrecked. Now he's messing with Vidal Riley, a legit boxer, and a big bodyguard. Bad move. Dude probably wanted KSI to deck him just for more internet points. You know, social media has made some folks too desperate for attention, forgetting about the risk of a good old punch in the face. This guy tried his best to get associated with some big names, but it was his day, or year. Next we see this fight going down. Don't know who started it or why, but notice how some guys act all tough until a few others step in. At first, they're all big and angry, but when more dudes show up, suddenly they're backing off. And look at all those people cheering, they are all just part of the group doing dumb stuff to impress others. But real talk, it isn't worth it. Nowadays, too many young ones think they need to prove something. But that's where they got it wrong. Always remember that when you need to handle business, do it smart, no street fights or cameras, and definitely no police involved. It's gonna end badly most of the time. Next, here's this dude trolling a pro boxer on Twitter. The boxer, S. Edwards, invites him to the gym to see exactly what his game is. This is where things are about to go sideways for this troll. Now, watch how it goes down. Besides the obvious power and skill difference, one big thing stands out: stamina. Whether you're short or towering tall, if your stamina is not there, you're in for a great deal of trouble. Pro boxers like Edwards show us how it's done. It's not just about throwing punches, it's also about how long you can last in that ring. The average Joe on the street might think he's tough, but when it comes to endurance, that's where the real difference kicks in. And that difference is what this troll learned this day. Then we have this guy claiming to be a real-life ninja. It's ironic, right? For someone who just lost a fight claiming to be a ninja. Now, that's a letdown. We have never seen a ninja lose in a fight, and it messes with our heads, because all those Hollywood movies had us believing otherwise. No offense to the dude, even if he was up against Dominic Cruz, a top striker. Turns out, real life ain't exactly like the big screen, and sometimes the tough guys might not be as ninja tough as they claim. A bit disappointing. Now, let's check this out. There's this guy in Malaysia who learns a lesson about street respect the hard way. The night before, a bigger dude tries bullying him on the street, acting all tough and trying to scare him. But the smaller guy's not having it. He's like, "Okay, meet me at the gym tomorrow, and we'll settle this." Now that is something the bully would not have expected out of him, obviously. But now that he did say it, it was a matter of reputation, and he had to show up. So, fast forward to the gym showdown, and it's a whole different story. He lost this fight, and every shred of self-confidence he had. That has got to hurt, guys. It was a brutal one. It was a lesson for him to not go shouting for a fight in the middle of the road, especially if you're not ready to back it up. All fun aside, these videos are real lessons for us to stay humble and not try to be aggressive towards anyone. Also, to stand your ground against the bullies who try to bother you. Most of the time, they are just big loudmouths looking to feel better about themselves. And that's it for today, guys. See you in the next video.